Hey guys, this is part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1, make sure you go and see part 1 first and then come back here. And if you have seen part 1, welcome back. Let's go ahead and continue the story where we picked off and let's see what happens. Now a full-fledged Knight of Godric, Lyla continued her missions in Caelid. Pushing deeper into the feared lands of rot. Without regard for her own life, she recklessly pursued her vengeance against Radon. Even until she entered the dangerous Ionian swamp. A place no sane soldier would dare to tread. A place of toxins and the curse of the scarlet rot. And one day she became infected. At first, she didn't worry, for she thought she could cure herself. She had powerful magic from the Golden Order. To her horror, this barely helped at all. But she had blood magic too. But nothing was working. The rot kept coming back. She could only slow the infection and keep herself alive for now. But she couldn't cure it. The pain was agony, like being cut thousands of times without end. An Ionian local saw her plight and told her to seek Gowry in Celia, town of sorcery. Only he could cure the rot. So she headed off to Celia with renewed hope, even as the rot tortured her from within. She found Gowry in his creepy shack.
Ah, welcome, welcome. How may I help?
He told her that the rot was almost impossible to cure. But with her blood magic, if she combined that with the blood of dragons, it was possible to merge with the rot instead, and control it, or perhaps even become empowered by it, as Melania had done long ago. Lyla knew the story of the war between Melania and Radon. Only rot could overcome the mighty general. This made Melania Lyla's ally against Radon. Lyla begged Gowry to show her how to merge with Melania's rot. First things first, she would need to slay a dragon. And not just any dragon. The mighty, decaying Xyz. She had won. She had barely defeated the dragon with her last remaining breath, and now must engage in the despicable ritual. A ritual so vile she would certainly be cast out from the Golden Order. She remembered being warned of the consequences long ago.
You must not forget, though, those who partake in dragon communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for dragon, their yearning only worsens until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment, the strength of a mighty dragon. Magnificent, but deadly.
She thought back to the crime that had gotten her expelled from the Mogwin dynasty. It seemed to be her nature to seek the forbidden. It was on that day that she chose her fate, chose the seed, and betrayed Mogwin. And now she served the Erd Tree, and yet she was choosing again, choosing to betray all, so she could destroy Radahn, choosing alliance with the god of rot. Taking the power of the dragon. Forgive me, Gatefront. Something was new. Something was different. The rot stopped. The decay stopped. She felt stronger.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off. Or legs. Or your head. Oh. Can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know.
Lyla awoke from her dream, a sense of unease lingering. She had dreamt of her sister, Rodrika, and it felt like a warning. She had no memory of her life before. Her first moments were in Mogwin with the people of blood. But now she remembered Rodrika and Claire, her two sisters, a forgotten life before her arrival in the lands between, warning her of the spider. How odd. Suddenly, she heard a noise. She ran outside to see what it was. But there was nothing outside of her little shack. She was alone. She went back inside, her senses on edge. With the men of Gatefront gone, perhaps she was growing jumpy. Godric's Golden Order had bestowed her with this lonely home. She had her needs met, but longed to see her friends again. How she missed them. Every sound felt like a threat now. There it was again. That was not her imagination. Concerned, Lyla put on her new clean wrought armor. A bell-bearing hunter. She was in trouble. These were hunters of Tarnished like her. And she knew she was no match for their strength. A celebrated assassin she might be. But there was plenty to fear in the lands between. This was her end for sure. Panicked, she grabbed a spear, its tip still tainted with toxins of Ionia. She would fight back. Gatefront had taught her that. She would fight till her last breath. The dragon in her roared. Wait. She had won? She had won easily. How? How was this possible? Fearing for her safety, she decided that Stormville Castle was her best option. There, she could show Godric her power, and rally Limgrave to fully assault Radahn once and for all. She would not speak with the servants this time. She would only see the man himself. Godric the Golden.
Mighty dragon.
But on her way deep into the castle, deeper than she had ever gone,
Thou art a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred.
a foul stench caught her attention. Following the smell, she came right to its source.
Deliver me unto greater heights.
So many bodies. Why? What happened here?
Well,
These were tarnished, and Radahn's men, and servants, and our own men too. Arms and legs and heads. Rodrika, you warned me about the spider.
I command thee.
I always thought this portrait was Godric. But this was his father. The lord of all that is golden was truly a spider. But what of the men of Gatefront?
I am the lord of all that is golden.
Lyla searched each body, barely able to see through her tears. One by one, she found them all. The men that gave her a home in her exile, grafted into parts. And now Godric was jealous.
Bluest of dragons,
He too wanted the power,
lend me thy strength.
but he had not earned his power as Lyla had. He was in truth weak and a coward. Lyla had thought Radon her enemy. But Godric was her true foe. The coward fled deep into the castle. He ordered his army to stop Lyla. As if they could. What a coward, hiding behind an army of fools. The power of blood, rot, and dragon coursed in her veins, pumped by the heart given to her by Gatefront. Their spirit was the true source of her strength. She chased Godric the Grafted deeper into the castle, guided by unknown spirits. Deeper he fled, and deeper she chased. The Golden Order was a lie, one she had believed. But here in its depths, she finally saw it for what it was. The Erd Tree was corruption, a sickness, and Lyla would put it right. In the furthest depths of Stormvale, she encountered the avatar of the tree itself, in its true form. Let it face the form of the dragon. I'm coming for you, Godric the Grafted. Where are your artifacts now? You sought Radon's great rune, and Millennia's, and Mog's. I will take yours and become Elden Lord.